way to meet every time. Good girl. That was the saddest pet I've ever seen. Now, Blueberry, I'm trying to get a video of Donut here. Okay, I just want to see if Donut's willing to do any of the things here.
Well, no, that was the second time. It was just
okay, thank you.
Hey guys, Shadow the Rat, and for today's video, I wanted to talk some about an event I took my girls to today, or at least some of my girls, that is Blueberry, Olive, and Donut. And this event was a fundraiser for adult literacy. If that sounds familiar, that's because I took Olive and Donut to this exact same event last year. It's something that their breeder, Cynthia, takes part in. It's hosted by one of the local colleges. So it's a pretty cool event and obviously has a great cause. But in particular, the part that I take part in is just taking my rats to the event basically and showing the good side of rats because they have a whole section based on animals that are typically seen in a more negative light by the public. So like insects, reptiles, and so forth. And also rats, of course. And it's just a lot of fun to go to this event. Basically, I take my girls on harnesses. Well, okay, they go in their travel cage, but when we get there, I put them on their little figure-8 harnesses, and then they get to meet and greet people. So people will come up to the table and ask them questions about the rats and, you know, handle them or pet them or feed them some food. I bring liquid treats with me, like yogurt, so that people can feed them food off their fingers, because I find that's a really good way to show that rats are not going to bite you or anything like that. Or, okay, these rats are not going to bite you in particular. Some rats do bite, but it is pretty rare. But of course, I'm not going to take rats that are going to bite to a place where they're going to meet people. That would just not be a great idea. Anyways, I let people feed them food off their fingers, both to give the people a good experience, showing them that, you know, the rats are going to lick even if you smell like food. They don't want to bite you. But on top of that, it also makes it a good experience for the rats because they adore yogurt. So when people give them yogurt, they instantly love them. So it's just a good way to make it a positive experience all around. But yeah, the rats did really good. Lots of people came up and said hi to them and handled them. You know, everyone from little kids to older adults, like everything in between. Everyone just had a lot of fun, and the rats did really great. I wasn't quite sure how they do because I hadn't taken Olive and Donut out in a while on their harness, and Blueberry has only been on the harness twice inside. She hasn't even been outside before, but she did great, and Olive and Donut were total pros. I mean, Donut in particular was just doing her tricks there, no problem. Like this year, she was just completely unbothered. And Olive was also pretty unbothered, but someone brought a male rat called Rat, which is the best name. But this male was intact, so obviously Olive really wanted to get it on with him. So that was a little embarrassing. She was on her harness, of course, so it was easy to keep her away from him. And, you know, his owner was restraining him as well. But I thought it was pretty funny that whenever they saw each other, Olive would try to turn around and present her butt to him. Oh my god. So yeah, that was a little embarrassing, but Olive just has a knack for trying to go after the rats she can't have. She did this last time we were there too, but she did it with some dwarf rats then. Those dwarf rats were females, so as you can see, Olive is not very picky. Olive will go for anyone. But yeah, it was quite interesting to see how she reacted. Olive and Blueberry in particular were very interested in the boy, and the boy was of course very interested in them as well. But Donut was not really too interested, which I thought was very interesting. Overall, it was a lot of fun. I loved meeting all these people and showing them the good side of rats, and I also like to talk to other people who have rats or, you know, just see rats in a positive way. It's kind of cool meeting up and meeting other rat lovers in the area, and overall it was just a really good time. We were there for about 4 hours, so it was definitely one of the longer things that the rats have done on their harness and outside. But they had a lot of fun, and I was sitting with 2 people in particular that were super sweet and great with the rats. And the funny thing was that Olive sat on one person's shoulder and Donut sat on the other person's shoulder, and Olive ended up falling asleep on her person's shoulder while Donut ended up crawling into her person's little hoodie, I guess it was a kind of a jacket, and falling asleep in there. So they were really cute, and they were just chilling with people, which was great. Blueberry was a little bit less chill. She got a little overwhelmed at the end, I think, but overall she did really well. and at the end I kind of just had her just either sitting on my shoulder or sitting on top of the travel carrier because for some reason she wanted to sit there. So yeah, a really fun event, and I am glad I took the girls again. A big thanks to Cynthia for inviting us again. I had a lot of fun last year, and I had a lot of fun this year. It's kind of cool getting to go out there and show people what great pets rats make, and also I'm just really proud of the rats for doing so well in a new environment. I don't typically take my rats out to places, so they aren't super used to that. They're not super socialized to like different environments, but they still did really well. So yeah, overall, a great time, and I do hope that we get to do this again next year because I had so much fun and the rats did amazing. Okay, so that's it for this video. I really just wanted to share this fun experience and to show that, you know, sometimes rats can be pretty good in public. I mean, I'm sure this is obvious to a lot of people, but I personally have had a lot of small pets and just never really taken them out. I've always been really nervous about it. And last year when I took Olive and Donut, I was super nervous. I got a lot better near the end of the event that year because obviously they were doing well. So, you know, I didn't feel as concerned. But it was still really nerve-wracking the night before, and this time I felt so much more confident about it, so it was a lot more fun, even from the beginning, because I wasn't worried the girls were going to be freaked out or anything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say on this. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the footage of the rats at the festival. I just recorded a few clips of them chilling and, you know, doing some tricks and stuff like that. And, you know, it was just a pretty good time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye!